It's officially that time of year. Back to school, back to school, back to school. Now I know that back to school can bring up some emotions for both the parents and the kids. So in today's video, I'm providing you with a little bit of a checklist on some ideas and things to prepare for starting kindergarten, along with some lunchbox ideas, because whether you have one starting grade 2, like I do, or starting school for the very first time, we're all just trying to make lunches that they're gonna eat. Am I right? A big thanks to Goldfish Crackers for partnering with me today and sponsoring this video. It may come as no surprise that I have featured Goldfish in pretty much every single one of my lunchbox idea videos. So I thought this was a very good fit. With that said, let's jump into this video. I'm gonna share with you a few of my go-to lunch setups. I like to use the bento style boxes. Super easy, less packaging. The kids, it's like easy access, especially for the little ones when they're just starting to learn how to use their lunchbox. It is not about who has the best lunch, who has the prettiest lunch. In my opinion, it's about the lunch that your kid is gonna eat. Whatever it is that you need to do to get your kids to eat the food, I say do it, but try not to put too much pressure on yourself, because I feel like sometimes in the land of social media, those anxieties can come up and you just wanna push that to the side. Not necessary. So now I'm gonna be creating 2 bento lunch boxes. The Goldfish crackers are always the hero of the lunch boxes. The Goldfish are actually made with colors sourced from plants. Always baked with real cheese. Esme loves salami pieces, a half a bagel with some cream cheese, strawberries, some cranberries. I try to add some vegetables like some cucumbers here and there. Sometimes I'll add a hard-boiled egg. In Jack's bento box, I've got him with some turkey kielbasa. We have some vanilla yogurt, so I've added some apple slices. Goldfish have no artificial flavors or colors, and they're low in saturated fat and 0 trans fats. They always make the kids smile. I know that they'll eat them. It's a guaranteed win. Those are just some of the lunches I tend to go to and gravitate towards during the week, knowing that the kids will eat like hopefully 75% of it. But again, it's not about who has the best lunch. It's about what's gonna make kids smile when they open it, and then what are they gonna eat? You feel me? Lunch can be overwhelming for everybody. I know that was one of the biggest stressors for me when Esme started school. I was so worried about what would she eat, how would she know how to use her lunchbox, and all the things that came along with it. And I will say this, the teachers and the teachers' assistants, they recognize that some of these kids are 3.5, 4.5 years old. So you don't have to worry too much. But one thing I like to do to prepare for this big change is to practice having lunch here at home. So my plan with Jack is to actually sit down with him and Esme, and we're just gonna have lunch a few days at the table using our lunch items from school. That way he has a chance to use the zipper around his lunchbox. I'm gonna have Esme help me in this process, and I think again, it's gonna empower him. He's gonna feel more independent, and also he'll feel more prepared, and ultimately I will be less stressed, because it's just something that stresses me out. Are they going to have eaten enough? One of the ways to get everyone excited and just kind of take away some of the fear about back to school and the change that's happening is to start the conversation. Keep it exciting, keep it light. Every now and then when I see something like a backpack or, Jack gets his lunchbox, I'm like, hey, you're starting school soon. This is so exciting. Or if we're at the park and we're meeting new people, it's like, you're gonna meet new friends really soon when you start school, and you're gonna have your own friends, and you might play with these things at school. And so just really keeping the conversation light and positive, and it's not like this big doom and gloom thing, because kids pick up on how we're feeling, so the more positive you can keep it, the better. Right before your child starts school, well, at least with my experience, you get a letter in the mail saying the teacher's name, kind of what's happening for their first couple days of school, and oftentimes there is an opportunity to meet the teacher before school starts. I would highly encourage you to do this. Now, this may seem like, obviously, if this is your first child, but as life gets busy and you have second and third and subsequent children, we can sometimes overlook that part because we're not feeling the anxiety about the upcoming change anymore. However, I think it's important to remember that for your little person, it's their first day. Even though it's your 3rd child or 4th child, make it a special experience for them. Go and meet the teacher, probably just you and them solo if you can, but it's a really nice way to just make them feel super excited and empowered for the change that's coming. I am all about empowering my kids to be independent, and I feel like that's my whole goal in life, to have them be as independent as possible, as soon as possible, within reason, but I really like to get my kids pumped about school and have them be involved in the process. So when it comes to picking your outfit that you're gonna wear on the first day of school, your lunch items and your lunchbox, it's something just for them. And that can be very special to a child, and just things that they'll, feel excited about for school, and you never quite know what it is. When Esme started school, I feel like I underestimated why labels were required. And here's the reality. Because your kids are gonna leave like so many things at school. They take off a hat, they take off a glove. They're gonna leave stuff everywhere. And of course the teachers and all the teachers' assistants do their best, but one way you can help them is to label as much as possible. Whatever you do, get your hands on some labels that can be washed in the washing machine or the dishwasher. Basically, you want those stickers to stick for as long as possible. Generally in the kindergarten classes, the teachers ask you to provide a spare change of clothes. And so I like to take just a big old plastic bag or whatever you see fit, label your kid's name on the front of it, but also on all the items on the inside. At those younger stages, whether it's arts and crafts or toilet accident, you want them to be as prepared as possible, and also for the teachers just to have readily accessible clothes that they can wear. My little one, who's starting kindergarten for the first time in JK, we have just entered the land of potty training in the sense that we're done. Daytime potty training, we've got this. But the chances are of him being so little, he may have an accident. It's going to happen. It is not a big deal. In most of the JK, SK classes, there are bathrooms in the classroom itself. There are extra teachers to help with the situation. So what I like to do is provide some wet wipes for the bathroom, just so that it's like we've got that covered, and I'll have an extra one in Jack's bag in case he needs it. As we are really gearing down towards the end of summer and gearing up for school to start, my focus is trying to get back on a routine. My kids are staying up way too late, and a lot of people I know, their kids are also staying up way too late. So if you're in this boat, it is what it is. What I like to do is really plan for the week before school starts to start really buckling down on bedtimes, get everybody as much as possible into the bed sooner. And the only reason for it, because it can be a real struggle, and it's just bedtime is not my favorite, it's for the mornings. I have late risers, and so mornings are never the easiest. So the sooner I can get them into bed and try to get as many hours in the night as possible, the better. I know it's very important to show your feelings and your emotions to your children. I know that's important for a lot of us, but I will say to maybe try and keep those emotions in check as much as possible, because it's very hard for a child to understand and to grasp what you're feeling and why you're feeling sad. They don't know, and they don't understand and know that's your baby. This is an emotional time. It's a chapter change. It's all these things that are happening behind the scenes that they can't grasp. And I say this only because I have been a very hot mess at the start of school. I'm sure you can find in the history books of my channel, the start of school, lots of tears. It's very hard, but if you can, hold it together. What do you think when moms and dads get sad about back to school and they cry and stuff? How does that make you feel?
Parents cry when the kids go to school?
They do.
Oh.
Do you remember when Mom cried and you were on the bus and you were little?
Yeah, I was crying.
Because it kind of freaked you out?
I didn't want to go.
You're like, wait a second, why is Mom crying? This is supposed to be fun.
Wait.
So what's your advice for parents then who get all a little bit sad?
Make a pretend kid. Play with that. Or make a robot.
So they have a robot when you're at school?
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for stopping by. Do you want your sunglasses back?
Yeah.
You gotta go. I hope this video has helped ease some of your nerves for back to school, because I know this can be an overwhelming time of year for parents and kids. There's a lot of change happening, but I will say this, when it comes to lunch, it does not need to be over the top to be a success. Sometimes it's just the little things that make kids smile and also eat, and that's all we want. Am I right? A big thanks to Goldfish Crackers for partnering with me today. And that's it, guys. I hope you have a wonderful back to school. Good luck, you've got this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.